Hello, welcome to my channel, Autumn Moon the Mage. This is a general reading in regards to love for Pisces. It is general, so it may not resonate with you. If you were drawn to the reading or drawn to the video, then perhaps there's a message intended for you here, or perhaps the entire message is intended. But if any part of it really doesn't resonate for you, if it doesn't feel true, then don't try to force it. Just take what you know to be yours and leave the rest behind. So Pisces, we are going to do a little bit of a different reading this week. We're going to draw a card here from the Queen of the Moon Oracle for your energy. We're going to draw a card for their energy, and we're going to draw a card for the connecting energy. We're going to clarify those, and then we're going to take a look at how they see you, how they feel about you, and what their hopes are in this connection. So high focus on them with just a little bit of a glance at you. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to clarify all those cards as well. So, and we may do advice from the tarot. I'm not sure. We're going to see how it goes. I really want only one card. I really want only one card because we're pulling out so many. Can we please have one card for Pisces? The energy that Pisces is in. The two cards that came out just then were release and darkness. And darkness has to do with going kind of internalizing, kind of hermiting sort of, to take a look at the things that are serving you and the things that aren't. Like really, can we get a card for Pisces energy, please? Like really evaluating kind of, and then release, of course, is releasing those things that don't serve us. So for your energy, though, the card that comes out is card number 21, the waning gibbous 5, which says resilience. Resilience. We're going to draw a card for them now. Can we get the energy of the person connecting with Pisces, please? Resilience. The energy of the person connecting with Pisces. What energy are they in, please? Assessing. Card number 9. I think it's interesting how she's got that telescope out. And it's kind of like, has to do with the future, the assessing energy, Can we get one card for the shared energy or the connecting energy between Pisces and the person that they are connecting with, please? The connecting energy. We get surrender, card number 26, which is the waning crescent 3. We're going to use tarot now to go ahead and clarify these cards. I couldn't remember which deck I wanted to use to clarify. Yeah, we'll put these over here. We're going to use this deck here to clarify with. So we're going to start there with you in that resilience card. And the resilience, which again is card 21, that's about, about sticking to it, right? But in the book, it talks about like making mistakes. We make mistakes and things happen. Like sometimes we straight up mess up. Sometimes somebody throws a wrench at us. But each of these things that happens is something that helps us grow. It's a learning experience, basically, is what it is. And so to be in this state, it's for this to be your energy. You're being persistent. Okay, that's how that comes across. Like being persistent in spite of the challenges that you've met. It's kind of like the 9 of Wands sort of energy. I've been beat up. I've been hurt, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue. Let's see if we can get a clarifying card on it. Can we get a clarifying card on Pisces energy? Sorry, the resilience card here. Can you clarify this for us? The energy that Pisces is in. Please clarify the resilience card. We get the Seven of Swords, which is a card of deception. It can be self-deception and sneakiness, okay? We see right here. And we get the King of Cups, which is your energy, Pisces. But it's someone who is has a lot of feelings for a situation, but maybe isn't expressing it as clearly as somebody else would, okay? But the King of Cups feels a lot. Compassion, understanding. It's kind of unconditional love. And either you're being resilient, there's some kind of deception here. And maybe there are different ways to interpret this. Maybe you have been lied to about feelings, okay? This could be the person that you're connecting with. To clarify the resilience card, you're being resilient, you're sticking to it, you're pushing through, even though there's something here about not being honest about feelings, okay? Being sneaky about it, not being really upfront about it. And that could be something you're doing, or it could be something that you've had to face and you're just pushing through, even though you're not getting, maybe not getting the communication of love that you wish that you were getting, or you're not communicating how you really feel. You're keeping it to yourself and you're just pushing forward. So however that resonates for you, let's take a look at this assessing card. And the assessing card, like I said, has to do with looking to the future, but it's a pause. It's kind of like the Four of Wands, okay? I mean, not the Four of Wands, the Four of Swords. A little bit. It's kind of a mix of cards, but with the assessing card, you've stopped, which is number 9. I think I said that, but they have stopped. They've been on a path, okay, for a while, and they've stopped right at this moment, and they're looking back at the path they came down to make sure that they didn't veer off course too far. They weren't looking at the map while they were moving, and so they want to make sure they haven't gone off course. And in doing that, they have to reevaluate where they're headed. They have to make sure if their course has changed, like, am I still headed where I wanted to be headed, or do I need to adjust that as well? And Eight of Swords. So they're really in their head about it. Okay, they're in their head about the path. Maybe hasn't been exactly what they hoped it would be. And so they're really kind of paused, okay? Definitely a pause, and really kind of stressing, kind of mentally agonizing over the path they've come down and like the new path ahead. Can you please, interesting that the connecting energy is surrender, which isn't give up, okay? It's not like give up. It's like things are going to go the way they're going to go. Oh, that's interesting. We get the Five of Wands, which is conflict. And there may be conflict between you, or there might be conflict around you, because we get this Queen of Wands. And this is very passionate energy, very creative, very inspired energy. But this could represent somebody in your world, one of you, or like somebody around you. But the Queen of Wands is a fire sign, so that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's really just energy, though. The Queen of Wands represents somebody who's very attractive, very magnetic, very alluring, okay? And the Five of Wands, like I said, is conflict. But in the Five of Wands, this isn't conflict we want to sit out of, Okay. This is a fight we're willing to fight. This is a fight we're willing to win. Not willing to fight, we want to win. And so we're going to fight this battle. So there's some conflict here in regards to this person, either Queen of Wands, or in regards to this energy, which is passion, and creativity and excitement and confidence. So there's something here about surrendering to that, surrendering to the conflict, surrendering to, which, like I said, surrendering isn't giving up. It's not pushing your objective. It's not like I'm out of this fight, okay? It's like I'm going to step back and see how it progresses on its own for a minute, I'm going to take a step back from this conflict, take a step back from, and just let it play out on its own and see where it takes me, okay? So that's interesting connecting energy. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the person you're connecting with. We're going to get 2 cards for how they see you, 3 for how they feel about you, and 2 for their hopes with you. Can we please get 2 cards? How does the person connecting with Pisces, how do they see Pisces, please? Oh. How do they see Pisces, please? Okay, so as far as how they see you, the first one that comes out is the 2 of Acorns. The 2 of Acorns is the 2 of Wands, okay, in traditional tarot. And it says down here, insight and focus. And you see this like hawk here. Swooping in, and it's got its focus on something, and that's what the 2 of Wands is about. You've made a choice, okay, and you're trying to figure out how to get it. And so it's like this hawk is that focus on what you want. So they see you as knowing what you want. You've made your choice and you know what you want, and possibly planning to try to get there, planning to try and get what it is that you want with that focus there. The second card that came out is the 7 of Crystals, which is actually the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles. It says options and results down here. With the 7 of Pentacles, though, that's somebody who is pausing, and waiting for something. It's someone who's waiting. And the 2 of Wands can sometimes be a waiting card as well. Someone who knows what they want, and they're waiting to try and figure out how they can get to it. With the 7 of Pentacles, we put energy into something, and we're waiting for that to blossom. We're waiting for something to come out of it. And so that does sort of line up with this resilience energy. Like they kind of see you in that same way. Like you've made your choice, you've made it, and you're going to stick to it. But yeah, they see you as kind of waiting. They see you waiting. Even though you know what you want, you're waiting. Let's take a look at how they feel about it. How does this person connecting with Pisces feel about them? How do they feel about Pisces, please? How does this person feel about Pisces, please? Can I get one more card? How does this person feel about Pisces, please? many cards. The first two that came out, I'm going to show you these so far. We get the Ace of Crystals, which again is the Ace of Pentacles. Crystals represent pentacles in this deck. It's that cute little panda. It says manifestation and prosperity. And so the Ace of Pentacles, of course, is like that new beginning, right? In something stable, in something concrete, wanting to start that journey towards commitment and stability, okay? It's the first card that came out. The second one is the Knight of Feathers, and feathers represent swords in this deck. I'm going to show you the deck. I'm going to show you the card. So this is the Knight of Swords, and it says down at the bottom their action and focus. So they know what they want as well. They're focused on it, and they want to move. They want to make the move. They want to dive in, sort of. Can I get one more card? How does this person feel about Pisces, please? I'm going to clarify all these cards just to get a clearer image, but okay. We get the King of Crystals, which is the King of Pentacles. It says courage and commitment. And that is actually a really good description of the King of Pentacles. He is very committed, and he is protective and nurturing. And that's how this person feels about you. You could be dealing with a earth sign that's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, with that card coming out, the King of Crystals. But it's really just feeling very nurturing, very protective of somebody, okay? Let's take a look now at hopes. What is this person's hope for the future with Pisces, please? What's their hope in the future? Future hopes with Pisces, please. We get the Three of Acorns. That's the Three of Wands. Can I get one more card? What is this person's hopes with Pisces? What do they want for the future with Pisces? Okay. And the Five, whoa, that's interesting. Five of Shells, which is Five of Cups. We're going to have to clarify that, because as hopes, that's really kind of confusing. So the Three of Acorns, that's the three of, and I want to also say that this deck, the meaning of the cards is slightly shifted. So we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to clarify it for more information. But the Three of Acorns, which is the Three of Wands, and it says foresight and exploration. And first I want to point out that they see you as the two, and then they want to get to the three. So that's like forward progression, which is a good sign. But also the Three of Wands is like a go get it kind of energy. Like, I'm going to get it. Okay. I'm going to go for it kind of energy. It's definitely forward movement. Okay. So that's a good sign if that's what you want with this person. And then the Five of Shells, which actually says hope and readjustment down here. And with the Five of Cups, as advice, okay, it's to release the past and turn to the future. Like, release those disappointments so that you can focus on the hope that is there. And so it looks like that's what they've decided with this card here, to represent hope and readjustment. So like looking at things differently, instead of focusing on the negative, you shift and you focus on the positive and the hope that's there. But we're going to clarify, like I said. Let's start here with how they see you. The Two of Acorns, please. The Two of Wands. Can you please clarify how this person sees Pisces? The Two of Wands, please clarify. Let me see. The Queen of Cups is the card that comes out, which again is your energy. We have both the King and the Queen of Cups on the board now. But this is someone who's very loving, very affectionate, very understanding and caring. And I really just feel like this is, I mean, they see you as moving forward in that energy. You've made your choice with the Two of Wands there, and you want to move forward. You're planning on how to move forward. And they see that choice as love, you know, and understanding and support. That's the choice that you've made. That's the choice you want to move forward in. Can you clarify the Seven of Crystals? The Seven of Pentacles, please. Please clarify the Seven of Crystals for how they see Pisces. What is the Seven of Crystals, please? The Hermit. Yeah, which is kind of withdrawn. The Seven of Crystals, like I said, the Seven of Pentacles is a pause card and a sort of waiting, okay? It's almost like they see you in this assessing energy, actually. They see you as sort of pausing, and maybe that's because that's what they're doing. And sometimes we see ourselves in the person that we're connecting with, you know? We interpret their actions in one way, and so then we shift ourselves to balance their reaction or balance their actions to match them, okay? And so perhaps that's what's happening here. But the Hermit energy, that's someone who's gone within, and you're looking at that inner light, and they see you as paused. Yeah, they believe that you want to move forward. You've made a choice. You want to move forward. But that you're waiting to see. You're assessing. You're kind of what's the word? Isolating is the word that I was thinking of. Kind of isolating yourself to pause and focus on, oh, sorry. My door opened, but nobody came in. To pause and kind of assess the situation. They kind of see you in that energy that they are in. Can we take a look at how they feel for Pisces? What is this Ace of Crystals? This Ace of Pentacles. Can you clarify that for me? The Knight of Cups is what comes up. They want this new beginning. They want to work towards that path that leads to commitment and leads to stability. And they feel like they want to charge in. I think it's interesting in this deck specifically that the Knight, I think it's interesting that he's not holding a cup. He's racing towards a cup. And that cup represents like everything that he wants. It's his holy grail, you know, his life, like everything he's worked towards is in that cup, and it's like he's charging towards it. But yeah, I'm sorry, I said he because it's the Knight, but male or female, that this person wants to kind of sweep you off your feet. They have an open heart towards you. They want this new beginning, that Ace of Pentacles, and that they want to charge in and offer it, you know? Then we get two Knights now. We get the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords here, the Knight of Feathers, that action card. Can you please clarify the Knight of Feathers? The Knight of Swords. It's the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles, it represents not letting go, you know? Holding on, not giving up on something. You're holding on almost too tightly. It can be a kind of a possessive energy. But yeah, they're holding on, I would say. That Knight of Swords really wants to charge in. Can we clarify the King of Crystals? Can Can you please clarify the King of Crystals, which is the King of Pentacles? That Five of Cups is what comes out. Interesting. Which is, it's disappointment. The Five of Cups represents being sad, being, with the way things have turned out in the past, which is what I was saying with this resilience card here. I mean, not resilience, this assessing card up here. Like they feel, they want to make sure that the path that they've gone down is the one that they meant to, and it tied to that Eight of Swords. I feel like this person was kind of stressing it, kind of, maybe things didn't, the path didn't go exactly the way they anticipated or the way they hoped it did. And that's what this Five of Cups represents. It represents things just not working out the way that you hoped they would. And actually that kind of makes sense now, showing up in the future, that Five of Cups as like fixing that situation, you know. I'm going to take a look at their hopes now. That Three of Acorns, that Three of Wands, can you clarify that for me? Them coming out, I think it's interesting how we have Ace of Pentacles here tied to the Knight of Cups, and we have the King of Cups here. Why was this making sense to me here? I was thinking we have Pentacles and Pentacles, and the underlying is water and water, okay, which is emotion. But Pentacles represent stability, and they represent that physical world, the world that we manipulate and touch. But underneath that, like stability, underneath that material, okay, front is all of this emotion, okay? It's a lot of emotion and possessiveness, sort of. And so I just find that interesting. But can we please clarify the Three of Wands? Sorry, sometimes I get caught up on a tangent. Please clarify the Three of Wands there, the Three of Acorns, foresight and exploration, which is really, I feel like, forward movement. They want to progress. There's a lot of energy here of them wanting to progress, but their overall energy right now is a pause. To clarify the Three of Acorns, the Three of Wands here, we get the Emperor energy. The Emperor is an Aries card, so you might be dealing with an Aries, but this is really more about the Emperor. He's the King of Kings, you know. He has all of it. He has everything he needs. And he also, so he possesses all of those things that each of the kings possess, you know, honesty and clarity and deep emotion, passion, and stability, you know, and commitment to a situation. He possesses all of that. And this person, I feel like this person wants to move towards that energy, you know, having it all and being able to provide it all, because the Emperor is also a provider. He cares about the people in his life. He's a leader. He's in control, okay? And I feel like this person wants to move towards that energy, you know, move towards being in that energy, that Emperor energy, and having a control over the situation. Also, the Emperor sometimes comes across as like cold, maybe, but it's not that it's cold, it's that they're in control. It's about strength, having strength over all of the things, and being able to maintain in spite of everything. And so it's it's just a very together kind of energy. And I feel like, to clarify the Three of Wands, we're getting the Emperor, which is really wanting to like step it up, wanting to step into that I've got this kind of energy. Can we please clarify the Five of Cups, the Five of Shells, for what they're hoping for in the future? Please clarify the Five of Cups. We get the Magician, which is Virgo and Gemini energy. You might be dealing with one of those signs, but that's manifestation. And as I was shuffling, I was thinking that Five of Cups is a hope that it's not all lost, you know, like that all the cups haven't spilled and that there's still hope in the situation is what I was feeling as I was shuffling there. And the Magician is wanting to create that hope, wanting to create those possibilities outside of that disappointment or from that disappointment. So I'm not really sure what happened here between you guys, but it does look like things haven't turned out exactly the way they wanted. But they want to like step into it. They want to create the possibilities again. Things, I really feel like with this Eight of Swords here, that they're stressing about the fact that the path differed from what they expected or from what they wanted in some way. And so they've had to adjust. And that's something they're really stressing over here. But I feel like there is hope. They want to step into the path. They want to step into their power because the Emperor, regardless of what your zodiac sign is, or what your gender is, I mean, that's the Emperor and the Empress. They're the couple, you know, they're the major arcana couple. And so when any of us want to step into that emperor energy, that's just like owning who you are and knowing who you are and being confident in that and being confident in your abilities and everything that you can accomplish. I really feel like this person wants to return to confidence and they want to create a possibility. They want to, not just one. One thing that stood out to me in this card when I was looking at it is normally in the Five of Cups, there's 3 cups spilled and there's 2 cups which represent hope. But in this card, it feels like they're focusing on this one that went wrong. But there's so many options up here of things that could change, possibilities where things could work differently. And I really feel like that's what this person is trying to manifest, those possibilities. And the hope that out of whatever disappointment here, however things have differed according to what they were expecting or according to what they wanted, there's still hope that the path can go back to where they wanted it. Even if not the path itself, even if they don't get back on that original path, they at least still want to get to that destination, still want to move to where they were hoping to get. I am going to go ahead and get advice for you, Pisces. That's what we're going to do here. Can we get advice for Pisces in regards to this connection? Suggested actions or advice for Pisces, please. I think they see you as very loving. And you're coming across that way. You're still, maybe you're hiding it. I don't know what that Seven of Swords represents to you, that deception. And this is something you're being resilient against, or, I mean, it's in clarification of that resilience. So it may be that this lie was told to you or that you were deceived in some way, but they still see you as somebody who's very loving and caring, and they see you as wanting to move forward in that energy as someone who's caring. So it really feels like the hang-up is more on their side. If there is a hang-up in this connection, I mean, it has to do with their own expectations and how they haven't, or things haven't matched up to their expectations. Hopefully they're letting it go. I mean, that connecting energy right there is surrender. Can I please get suggested action or advice for Pisces? Okay, now the cards come out. All right. We get the Seven of Feathers, okay, which is the Seven of Swords. That's interesting because the Seven of Swords comes up there, and you're being resilient in the face of that Seven of Swords. But as advice, Seven of Swords says to watch for deception and watch for sneakiness, also not to do that, to be honest. It's a call to be honest. Don't allow yourself to step into this energy. But down here it says preparation and resourcefulness. And I know sometimes the Seven of Swords can, it can advise that you need to, I'm sorry, just one sec. Sorry about that. My son came in. I wanted to make sure he was finding what he needed. What I was saying is the Seven of Swords is sometimes a call to not lie, but maybe be a little bit sneaky in your actions. I don't really like that advice, to be honest. I don't think we should ever lie. Okay. I think honesty is a very important thing. If you feel the need to lie in a situation, then you shouldn't be in the situation. Okay. If you feel like you have to lie to someone that's manipulation I'm just not going to go into a rant on this. I don't think that the advice should ever be to lie or to sneak, but the fact that it says preparation and resourcefulness down here, which isn't, what's another way to look at that? Preparation and resourcefulness. It may be that you need to be creative, okay, and adjust your approach in some way. Possibly that may be the advice here. That may be. But I think this is more like watch out for deception. And this, like I said, sometimes the Seven of Swords represents a deception to yourself, like lying to yourself about something. And so it could be advising you not to watch out for lies, even the lies that we're telling ourselves. I don't see this person as lying to you at any point here. I don't think they're trying to deceive you. And so that's how come I really don't feel like this is saying watch out for deception. If there's deception in this situation, then I think it might be self-inflicted. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay. This is only like a snapshot, of this moment right now. So I could just not be saying it all. But anyway, we also get the shadow, which is actually the devil energy. And it says down here, self-empowerment and ambition. And I think with the devil, you're being advised to not obsess, and not allow something outside of yourself to control your actions, okay? Because that's what the devil represents, obsession and addictions, things outside of us that control us. Sometimes thoughts which would be inside of us, but like a thought that we obsess over so much that it controls our actions. It controls how we behave. And this is just a warning not to do that. Don't let something else control you. Don't let something else make you behave a certain way. This is really like this surrender energy is really kind of what I feel like this shadow card is. It's like advising you to do. I shouldn't have used this deck because I always get confused because of the words that come down here. So I'll remember that when I do my next video, because they always throw me off. Because as advice, it would be telling you to step into your power, right? Self-empowerment and ambition. But in traditional tarot, I feel like the devil is telling you not to be controlled by something else, which would be self-empowerment. So there's that. Maybe that's where it connects. But I'm so sorry. That's just, this is the advice I get. I hope it resonates with you. I hope this whole reading resonates with you, Pisces. I feel bad for you guys because you're always my guinea pigs every week. I'm doing the reading for the first time in this format. I try to experiment with my formats. I really like to challenge myself as far as reading tarot goes and like look at the cards with different questions. But I know we all like to see how the person we're connecting with feels about us. So I definitely like to keep that one in there. But anyway, I hope it resonated with you. I hope that it brought some clarity to your situation. And if it did, I'd love to hear about it. You could post a comment. You could like the video. You could shoot me an email. My email address is listed in the description box below. But I do wish you luck. I want to remind you to please move forward with positive energy. Move forward with positive thoughts and with hope, because we draw in what we think and we draw in what we say. So really focus on being positive and saying positive things. I have to remind myself of this regularly. I'll hear myself saying something and then I'll be like, whoa there, lady. That is not true. And when you say it, you give power to it. So don't do that. But anyway, good luck to you in this and anything that you're working on. I do hope that I see you back here again soon. I hope this reading resonated for you and made sense for you. And thank you again. Bye.